Hello everyone, today showing Commander decks. This is Sovereign Okinec Ahau. For 2 green white, it's a 3/4 with Ward 2. Whenever it attacks, for each creature you control with power greater than that creature's base power, put a number of 1/1 counters on that creature equal to the difference. So the big thing with this deck is basically just powering creatures up so they get big. And just keep getting bigger whenever he attacks. So some of the key stuff, there's the stuff like got Glorious Sunrise, where the first option pumps stuff, which gives them an extra 1/1 counter from that. If I need more mana, I can pick the second option, or if I'm low on cards, I'll basically always meet that trigger. Or if I'm low on life, I can take 3 life. Garruk's Uprising just gives all my creatures trample and can give me some card draw. Case of the Trampled Garden puts out some 1/1 counters, and then he solves pretty easily, and then gives extra 1/1 counters and trample. There's Master Chef, which just makes every creature enter with an extra 1/1 counter. So it just starts off that pump. And I've got Privileged Position, just gives other permanents hexproof. So stuff. One of my favorite combos that I have is I get Phytohydra. If damage would be dealt to Phytohydra, put that many 1/1 counters instead. Then I put like either Pariah's Shield or Entangler or both. Where Pariah's Shield, all damage that would be dealt to you is dealt to equipped creature. Entangler, it can block any number of creatures, so just put those on Phytohydra, and it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger from that, and then like even bigger from Okinec. And there's creatures that pump stuff with 1/1 counters, like there's this Crown Seer Talk, that's a Pride Malkin, it's just the exact same thing, just a bit smaller, where each creature with 1/1 counter has trample. There's a Steppe Glider, you can pay to give creatures with 1/1 counter flying and vigilance until end of turn. Einok Bondkin gives each creature with 1/1 counter first strike. And there's just some like good stuff, like there's a Champion of Lambholt. Creatures with power less than its power can't block creatures control, and put a 1/1 counter on it each time another creature enters the battlefield. Get big and just make other people with smaller stuff unable to block. And then there's a Michaeloth, where you can sacrifice like 1 or 2 things, and then it comes into play without any 1/1 counters, and then adds more 1/1 counters, so it then gets more and more saprolings. I've got Michaeloth's several commander decks. There's a Greenbelt Radical, where you can cast it face down and then turn it face up. Put a 1/1 counter on each creature, and they gain trample until end of turn. Just some like nice pump. Or on Refuse, this one's foil, where put a 1/1 counter on a target creature, and then when it attacks, put a 1/1 counter on each creature, attacking creature with 1/1 counter. There's this Hooded Hydra, where it's X green and enters with X 1/1 counters, and when it dies, create a 1/1 snake for each 1/1 counter on it. So it can get me a lot of snakes when it dies. The Lifeblood Hydra, where it enters with X 1/1 counters, and when it dies, gain life and draw cards equal to its power. There'll be lots of life, lots of cards. I got some other Hydras that are on the way, like I've got a Colonian Hydra coming, I've got a Steelbane Hydra, and there's Ascendant Acolyte, which it's a 1/1 for 4 and green that enters the battlefield with a 1/1 counter for each 1/1 counter among other creatures you control. the beginning of your upkeep, double the number of 1/1 counters on him. So he'll come out super strong, and then like double his power like at least twice per turn. Then we've got this Evolution Sage. If your land enters the battlefield and control proliferate, so it can increase 1/1 counters. And then it can also help with this. It's just like one of 2 or 3 infect things. We've got Triumph of the Hordes coming, do more, but it's infect in the beginning of upkeep. Put a 1/1 green insect with infect for each poison counter opponents have. So it's just some little fun infect shenanigans. But I'm going to show you the rest of the deck. So there's Troll Hide in the Trenches, which is nice, just a pump for everything. Gift of Paradise, Griffin Guide, Aeronaut's Wings, Pristine Talisman, Dark Steel Ingot, Soul Ring, Paradise Plume, Shauna Sisei's Legacy. And it gives +1/1 for each creature, and then like with the Okinec, even if somehow every other creature gets destroyed, it will still be alive because we get all the 1/1 counters. There's a Challenger Troll where it will make most of my people unable to be blocked by more than one creature. So especially if I can get trample on it, then it'll make that easier to get through. Query on Beast Caller, which will get big because it'll get 1/1 counters for each time I cast a creature, and then when it dies, get more from Okinec, and then more from like Colonian Hydra, and when I get it and put it in here, and stuff like Hardened Scales, or I get it and put it in here, and when it dies, you redistribute it's 1/1 counters, so they don't go away. The Enduring Scale Lord, it gets a 1/1 counter each time another creature gets a 1/1 counter. It's good. Carnage Worm, Botanical Brawler, gets 1/1 counters the first time 1/1 counters are put on other permanents. Jubilant Mascot, Custody Soulbinders, Abzan Beastmaster. I'll almost always give me an extra card. Silverback Elder, Dusk Legion Duelist, Angelic Quartermaster, Chronicler of Heroes, Griff Rider, Dawnheart Wardens, Undergrowth Scavenger, Boonbringer Valkyrie, Simian Simulacrum, Chomping Kavu, Sistbearer, one of the other infect things, Stagecoach Security, Huntmaster Liger, Pride Malkin, Glint Weaver, Constable of the Realm will can help trigger that ability more times. Expedition Raptor, Lay of the Land, Now for Wrath, Now for Ruin, Hunt the Weak, Storm the Seed Core, Retrieve, Encourage in Crisis, another proliferate thing, Overrun, 10th edition, Blessings in Nature, just a nice miracle cost. So cast it for 4 cheaper if I draw it first. Incremental Growth, Unbounded Potential, another proliferate. Lead by Example, Take Up the Shield, Fortify. Basically always choose the +2/+0 if at least if it's like before combat, so that we get 2 more 1/1 counters from Okinec. A Rallying Roar, which you can use for like Pseudo Vigilance. Carrion Call, some more Infect, and a Pit of Offerings, Exotic Orchard, Blossoming Sands, Myriad Landscape, Shimmering Grotto, and then Basic Lands. So this deck is fun to play. It's generally pretty good. He's pretty good. it's like basically just get as tall as possible. Go. So and just he doubles all the power, and then other stuff doubles power. It's just a fun deck to play. Please like and subscribe, turn on the notification bell. Tomorrow I'll be doing Kyler's Guardian Emissary, so another Celestia 1/1 counter deck, but different, and have the link to the Mox field in the description down below. Bye.